What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we are previewing the New York Giants against the Washington Redskins. Sunday, 1 o'clock, division matchup. We're facing our last rival. So we already faced the Cowboys, we lost. We already faced the Philadelphia Eagles, we lost. Now we're facing the Washington Redskins, and is pretty much the best team in the NFC East right now, and has a top 5 defense. They went from one of the worst defenses a couple years ago to like one of the best right now. I'm looking at their roster, and just like I see no weaknesses there, really, no big weaknesses to really like attack. But the Redskins are playing great right now. You know, they signed Adrian Peterson after he was on the free agent market for quite a while. There was teams that were interested in him. I know before the Giants drafted him a lot. Before the Giants drafted Saquon Barkley, they were saying that he should come to the Giants, and I was on that bandwagon a little bit until, you know, I was really into Saquon Barkley and things like that. But it's really working out for the Washington Redskins with Adrian Peterson. They've got guys like Chris Thompson back, their scat back. They got another scat back in Capri Bibbs, who, when Chris Thompson is not there, Capri Bibbs is like another Chris Thompson. So, and then you have Alex Smith, who is now the quarterback of the Washington Redskins. A lot of people are saying this was a dumb move for the Washington Redskins, in which that they wanted, the fans wanted a young quarterback, a drafted quarterback, whether that be a Josh Rosen, a Baker Mayfield, this and that, Sam Darnold. And I think the Washington Redskins went in a different direction because they didn't really like the quarterbacks that were there. They knew Baker was going to go really early, and they just felt like getting Alex Smith would be a better option right now, and then wait for a quarterback to come by in the near future. So right now, that's working out for them. Alex Smith is doing a great job. He is the best game manager in the NFL. I would say, you know, he's not going to make plays for you. He's going to allow his receivers to do his thing, to do their thing. He's going to throw screen passes, you know, calling a lot of run plays, short throws, slants, this and that. You know, those type of things. He's going to depend on his players to do what they do. But he's the best game manager at that. He's the best at that right now in the NFL. You can't tell me a better game managing quarterback in the NFL right now than Alex Smith. He barely makes mistakes. He doesn't throw many interceptions. He makes plays down the field a little bit. You know, he doesn't have a strong arm whatsoever. His arm is actually pretty weak. But, you know, when he needs to move the ball down the field, he will. He's not the most winningest quarterback. I know he was winning a lot with the Chiefs, but I think that was more so the Chiefs and the system than Alex Smith. But he's showing off right now. The team is 4-2 ahead of the division. They might just get their 5th win here on Sunday. So let's start off with the injury report for the New York Giants and the Washington Redskins. The Giants are relatively healthy. We have minimal players on IR, a little bit of players compared to, you know, years in the past, and we just have a couple guys from our starting roster that is on the IR. So we're looking at the injury report right now. We have Jawo Davis with a concussion. He did not practice for Wednesday and Thursday. It is now Friday, and I don't think the injury report is going to come out until later. So Wednesday and Thursday, Jawo Davis has a concussion. He probably will not play. He's still yet to clear NFL concussion protocol. So we might be without him. So expect more 2 tight end sets with Evan Ingram and Rhett Ellison. Alec Ogletree showed up on the injury report with a hamstring injury. That can be a bad loss for the Giants. He has played almost every snap so far for the Giants, so losing him would be a pretty big deal. Patrick Omameh, who is now benched in favor of John Greco. John Greco is now starting at right guard, while Patrick Omameh is benched. By the way, the Giants did sign cornerback Tony Lippett, formerly of the Miami Dolphins, and Corey Coleman is now on the active roster. So expect to see those 2 guys play on Sunday. I know we signed them early, but I expect them to play anyway. I expect Tony Lippett to start, and Corey Coleman to get just a couple targets here and there. And then Russell Shepard, who is nursing a neck injury. He's a full participant, but I don't know if he will play, just so they don't stress an injury. We'll see what happens. But as far as we know, Jawo Davis will probably not play. Alec Ogletree probably won't play. So it's going to be Ray Armstrong is out too. So I got to see who's that middle linebacker. I know we have Nate Stupar, who got a lot of reps when Ray Armstrong was out. You know, Ray Armstrong's still in the IR, obviously, but we're probably going to see a lot of Nate Stupar, who I like. So Oh, there's that. So the Giants just have four guys on the injury report right now that are on the active roster. We look at the Washington Redskins, and I'm going to put the screenshots up so you guys can follow along. But there are a lot of guys on this Washington Redskins injury report. Most of them are full participants, but with these people on the injury report, they may be full participants and they may play in these games, but they might be limited in their snaps, which is a good thing for us because they are on the injury report. They need to watch their injury. So just because somebody's a full participant doesn't mean they'll be getting full reps. We might see them get less reps than usual because of their injury. So we start off Troy Apke, the rookie safety who I like out of Penn State, is a full participant with his hamstring injury. Zach Brown, and basically you guys could go through the whole list. Any guys that I'm really concerned about, Quentin Dunbar, who is their starting corner, is nursing a shin injury, did not practice in both of these days. Ryan Kerrigan with a chest injury, he's a full participant. He is off the injury report. He's fine for Thursday practice. And we look at Fabian Moreau, who is second-year man, cornerback, limited practice, so there's a chance he may not play with an ankle injury. Morgan Moses, the starting right tackle, elbow injury, limited practice. Adrian Peterson did not practice on Wednesday, limited practice on Thursday with an ankle and shoulder injury. Paul Richardson with a shoulder and knee injury, limited practice. Brandon Scherf, a very good guard, limited practice. Chris Thompson, limited practice, and Trent Williams is a full participant. So those are the guys I'm mostly concerned about. We're probably not going to see too much of Chris Thompson. I know Capri Bibbs got a lot of reps on Dallas against Dallas, and that might be the same issue when it comes on Sunday. So we may see more Capri Bibbs than we see Chris Thompson, and that's a good thing for us. Adrian Peterson is dealing with an ankle and shoulder injury, so we may get limited reps on him. And he's 33 years old, so they need to watch his reps. Fabian Moreau and Quentin Dunbar. Hopefully we don't see too much of them, and hopefully we have a weakness in the secondary because Quentin Dunbar has been coming up as a better corner in the league right now. Jamison Crowder did not practice as well. I forgot to mention him. He's going to be a problem. Zach Brown with an illness, so hopefully Jamison Crowder and Zach Brown do not play, and Quentin Dunbar is another few guys that I'm concerned about. Hopefully they don't play. But all that being said, the Washington Redskins injury report is insane right now. Only 4 guys for our injury report. So we have the 3 keys to success. You guys know I do these every week for every preview. And you know what? I'm not gonna lie, toot my own horn here, but my 3 keys to success have been pretty spot on. Like, they've been either the reason why we won games, which is only 1 game, or the reason why we lost games, which is the 6 games that we lost. I mean, these 3 keys to success, you guys gotta pay attention because you guys gotta watch for these 3 keys. Remember these 3 keys when we play on Sunday because they always matter. They always factor in why we lose or win games so far this season. So my first key to success, limit Adrian Peterson's. We traded snacks, so that means we got to have guys to step up. BJ Hill, who's been doing very well playing 5 technique defensive end. I did not think he could do that because he's a bigger defensive end. He's more of a defensive tackle. I consider him as like a 4-3 attacking defensive tackle. But he's been playing very well at 5 technique defensive end. He's been starting there. He's been playing there. I mean, he's been getting unlimited snaps there. I'm always seeing him on the field. Kerry Wynn is supposed to be his backup. I see Kerry Wynn a lot of times on the other side because of how well BJ Hill is playing. Sure, he's not getting the big sacks you want in your defensive end, but he's a 3-4 defensive end. He's there to mostly stop the run, and he's doing a very good job at it where he's getting a lot of tackles for loss. But anyway, limit Adrian Peterson. He has about a little over 430 yards on the ground this season and has 4.3 yards a carry and has 3 touchdowns so far. That is way more than anybody was expecting. If you want to compare him to Saquon Barkley has just about a few more yards, and if not the same amount of yards. We look at Adrian Peterson's season stats right now, and he has 438 yards on the ground, and I'm pretty sure Saquon Barkley has that exact same amount, or was that last week he had 438 yards? So we look at Saquon Barkley. Saquon Barkley has 481 yards on the ground, and Saquon Barkley's been doing very well. So Adrian Peterson is right up there with, and by the way, Saquon is top 4 in the NFL in rushing. So Adrian Peterson is right there. He is a threat. Just because he's 33 years old doesn't mean anything. He is a threat. So limit Adrian Peterson, because you guys know we traded Snacks. He's our best run defender, so he's going to be a problem. They're going to intentionally try to run it up the middle with Adrian Peterson. Next key to success. Alex Smith makes hardly any mistakes. Be careful on blitzes. Last Sunday against the Atlanta Falcons, I seen a double corner blitz. I don't know what the hell James Bettcher ran there, or I don't know if there was some miscommunication where one of the corners thought they were blitzing, but they weren't. I saw a double corner blitz on Sunday, and Matt Ryan totally demolished that, took control of that, and picked apart the defense. Alex Smith is no difference. This guy barely throws interceptions, barely makes mistakes. He is very good in a short passing game. So when it comes to blitzes, he knows when to dump it off. He knows which receivers to hit when it comes to blitzes. So be very careful in the blitzing game. James Bettcher loves the blitzing. He's an attacking 3-4 defensive coordinator. So be very careful on the blitzes. He will pick you apart. My third key to success: keep everything short. Defend everything short. Be up close to the line of scrimmage. Get some guys in the box for that run. And remember, Alex Smith is not a guy that's going to stretch the defense with his arm. He's going to throw it short. Sure, Jordan Reed is probably the only guy I'm worried about going long. Jamison Crowder, he's probably their only deep threat. He's injured right now. He's nursing an injury. So I don't expect him to go very far in the passing game. Jordan Reed is the only guy I'm worried about, and he's a tight end. So, when it comes to the passing game, he's a game manager. Alex Smith is a game manager, so you need to keep everything short. And that's all I got. Those are my 3 keys to success. As long as we limit Adrian Peterson at the best we can, as long as we be careful on our blitzes, don't blitz as much as we want to, just so Alex Smith doesn't pick apart our defense. And as long as we keep everything short, get Landon Collins in the box, be that box safety that we all know he is. Play a lot of cover 1, play a lot of cover, cover 1 man and things like that. I think we'll be just fine. Limit our blitzes. I think we'll be just fine. I think we can possibly win this game. We're going to lose this game, but I think we can keep it close. This Washington defense is insane. So, yeah, all that being said, we probably will lose this game, but we probably could win. I'm trying to be optimistic about this. So now we're going to go on to everybody's favorite segment here. Let's compare how bad our depth chart is compared to the other team's depth chart. Who has the advantage in which area? We're going to start off with the quarterbacks. Who's playing better right now? I'm going to give it, obviously, I think this is going to be every year, unless we play like the freaking Buffalo Bills or something like that. I'm going to give the quarterback always the advantage to the other team. Alex Smith is playing very well right now. His team is 4-2. He's a big part of that. So I'm going to give the quarterback edge to the Washington Redskins. We now move on to the running backs. I'm going to give it to the New York Giants. I get it. They have Adrian Peterson. They have Chris Thompson. But you know what? No, I'm going to give it, I don't know. Just Saquon Barkley, just another breed. He just counts for like 3 running backs on the field. It's just insane. But, they do have that run game for the Washington Redskins is pretty mean right now. Adrian Peterson, Chris Thompson, Samaje Perine, Capri Bibbs. I'm going to give it to the Giants because Chris Thompson is not seeing as much reps as he is because he's injured. Yeah, he's still injured. Samaje Perine is not what people thought he was. And Capri Bibbs is a good scat back, but I don't think he's really much of anything right now. So I'm going to give the edge of running backs to the Giants. Wayne Gallman is there when you need him to be there. But Saquon Barkley is just another story. So next, wide receivers. I'm going to give the edge to, this one's pretty hard because the wide receivers I don't really think are very valuable in for the Giants or the Washington Redskins. But I'm going to give it to the Giants just because I don't really see a number 1 wide receiver on the Washington Redskins right now. I just see a bunch of number 2s and number 3s, possibly number 4s. So I'm going to give it to the Giants just because we have Odell Beckham. That's pretty much it. The tight ends I'm going to give to the Washington Redskins. Vernon Davis and Jordan Reed are no joke, and they also have a guy in Jeremy Sprinkle at the number 3 tight end position. Offensive line, going to give to the Washington Redskins. Trent Williams and Morgan Moses continues to be one of the best tackle tandems in the NFL. And then with Brandon Sheriff at right guard, you really can't go wrong. They do have some question marks in the interior with center Chase Roullier. I don't know who he is. He's a 6th round pick back in 2017. And Sean Laval, who's undrafted, came from Cleveland. So don't really know about those two guys as much, but it is what it is. They have 3 out of the 5 guys that are pretty good players, Pro Bowl type players. So for the defense, I mean, it's pretty much going to be all the Washington Redskins at this point, especially that we traded Eli Apple and Snacks Harrison. I mean, look at this D-line. We have Jonathan Allen and Daron Payne, made by Bama, right? These guys are first-round picks consecutively, both in 17 and 18, respectively. Daron Payne's having a good rookie season. Jonathan Allen's having a good sophomore comeback after having a injury-plagued rookie season, having a good season this year. Matt Ioannidis on the other side of that defensive end spot, doing pretty well. Remember, they have Caleb Brantley and Tim Settle, the rookie. Both are pretty good guys to have as your backups. We look at the linebackers. Oh yeah, the D-line I'm going to give to the Washington Redskins, hand down. The linebacking core, this is finally a time we have a 3-4 team, 3-4 defense to compare with the Giants, and the Washington Redskins completely blow us out the water. We look at the linebackers right now. Preston Smith at strong side linebacker, basically outside linebacker. The 2 middle linebackers, Mason Foster and Zach Brown, very good duo there at middle linebacker. And then at weak side linebacker, we have the infamous Ryan Kerrigan with Pernell McPhee as a backup. So, I mean, these guys have crazy depth. Ryan Anderson at the other outside linebacker spot. So I'm really liking the linebackers for the Washington Redskins. I'm going to give the edge to the Redskins. The cornerback core, I mean, Jesus. I mean, it's not even close. I mean, we have Josh Norman, who I don't think is good, but he's all right. But he's the number 1 corner, I guess. Quentin Dunbar there at left cornerback. Then we have Fabian Moreau. Then we have Greg Stroman, who was a 7th round pick last year. I mean, this year he's a rookie. And then Adonis Alexander, who is a supplemental pick just like Sam Beal, but he's actually playing this year. I don't really know too much about him and how he's doing this year, but I know he was very highly regarded in that supplemental draft, right next to Sam Beal. So I don't know if he's doing well or not, but he's still some good depth, I would say. So, I'm going to give the edge to the Washington Redskins. And then for the safeties, DJ Swearinger and Monte Nicholson, I'm going to give to the Washington Redskins because, I mean, and Troy Apke is backing up DJ Swearinger. He's getting a lot of playing time. So, you know what? And DeShazer Everett, not to mention as well at the other strong safety spots. So, I mean, I really like the safeties right now. And then for the Giants, the safeties are just not good, right? I mean, Curtis Riley can't take and I keep calling him Riley Curtis. I don't know why, but Curtis Riley is one of the worst safeties in the freaking league. I'm telling you, this guy can't tackle. This guy takes the worst. I mean, he's a cornerback at heart. He just takes the worst angles. He could be right in front of somebody's running right ahead of him. He'll just circle around them and just take the worst angles and wind up being behind the guy, and the guy's running in for a touchdown. He is literally the reason why we had so many 50-plus yard touchdowns scored on us, is because Curtis Riley can't make good angles. That's the only problem. And Landon Collins is just not having a good year. He had a terrible, I don't care what anybody says, he had a terrible 2017 season. I mean, it was bad. His coverage skills was terrible. He was bouncing off tackles, bouncing off running backs. And he's doing the same thing this year. Sure, he's had some goal line stands that I appreciate. Had some tackles for loss in the backfield. I get it. He's a good box safety, but he's just he's not good this year. Landon Collins is not good this year, so I'm not going to consider him as a top safety right now. He has to earn that back from me. So right now I'm going to give the safeties an edge to the Washington Redskins. Those are my comparisons there. Eli Manning's going to have a tough time, guys. Linebackers are just going to be blitzing him left and right. You know, Zach Brown and Mason Foster blitz a lot from the middle linebacker position. So expect Ryan Kerrigan, Mason Foster, Zach Brown, freaking Preston Smith to just lay the boom on Eli Manning and that offensive line. Not to mention, you know, you have the D-line. Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne, Matt Ioannidis. I mean, the list goes on and on. I mean, Eli is just going to have a sack fest. I mean, he's going to get sacked like freaking 10 times this game. But I'm still going to watch it anyway. I don't even know if I'm able to watch it this Sunday. I might have something to do. But who knows? Maybe it'll be a blessing in disguise because it's just going to be an onslaught. It's going to be a low-scoring game, in my opinion, from the Giants side. We'll see what happens from the Redskins. Guys, starting at cornerback for the Giants, it's probably going to be Tony Lippett since we just signed him. But if he's not active, it's going to be Antonio Hamilton. Who the hell is Antonio Hamilton? And B.W. Webb's going to be starting at nickel still. I mean, I wish we still had Dante Dion, but we'll see what happens. Grant Haley's going to be getting more playing time. So, like I said, we'll see what happens. I hope Grant Haley does well with us. But, yep, that's my preview for the Giants, guys. The Giants versus the Redskins on Sunday at 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to have the Giants losing this game. I'm going to say like 26 to 13. That's my final score. 26 to 13. Washington Redskins win this game. And that's all I got for you guys. Leave a like if you guys like the video. Make sure you guys comment. Subscribe if you guys are new. Ring that notification bell so you never miss a video. And I'll see you guys in the next video.